Imagine this. You are a pilot sitting in your dive bomber at 20,000 feet. Below you, four of the most powerful aircraft carriers ever built. Their decks are covered with fuel, bombs, and armed planes. You have exactly 5 minutes to change the entire course of World War II. The United States destroyed all four Japanese carriers while losing only one. This is the Battle of Midway. June 1942. Central Pacific Ocean. A battle is about to begin that will change the course of the war. On one side, United States, commanded by Admiral Nimitz. Against them, Japan, led by Admiral Yamamoto. Both sides know what is at stake. To understand this battle, we need context. 6 months after Pearl Harbor, Japan controlled half the Pacific. Yamamoto planned one final trap to destroy the last American carriers. United States had assembled a powerful force. 3 aircraft carriers, 233 aircraft, 25 support ships. Japan was equally prepared. For aircraft carriers, 248 aircraft, 11 battleships, 150 support ships. The stakes could not be higher. A defeat here would be catastrophic for either side. Admiral Nimitz studied the situation carefully. Every decision now could mean victory or disaster. Admiral Yamamoto was confident. The plan was set. There was no turning back. The men on both sides knew that many of them would not survive what was coming. Yamamoto assembled the largest Japanese fleet since Pearl Harbor. Over 200 warships spread across the Pacific in a complex operation designed to lure the Americans into a trap. But the Americans had a weapon more powerful than any battleship. Codebreakers at Station HYPO in Hawaii had cracked the Japanese naval code JN-25. Commander Joseph Rockefort worked 20 hours a day in a basement, still wearing his bathrobe and slippers. He identified Midway as the target by sending a fake message about a water shortage. Admiral Nimitz now knew exactly what Yamamoto would do. He set his own trap. 3 carriers would hide northeast of Midway and wait. The carrier Yorktown had been badly damaged at Coral Sea. Engineers said 3 months to repair. Nimitz gave them 3 days. And they did it. June 4, 4:30 a.m. The Japanese launched 108 aircraft against Midway Island. The first wave thundered off the carrier decks into the dawn sky. The attack on Midway caused serious damage. But the island's defenses held. The Japanese commander requested a second strike. This decision changed everything. The Japanese began rearming their planes on the carrier decks. Bombs were swapped for torpedoes, then swapped back again. The decks became floating bombs. American torpedo bombers found the Japanese fleet first. Torpedo Squadron 8 went in low and slow. It was suicide. All 15 devastators from Torpedo 8 were shot down. Only one man survived. Ensign George Gay floated in the water and watched what happened next. The torpedo bombers had failed to hit a single ship. But they had done something far more important. They pulled the Japanese fighter covered down to sea level. At exactly 10:22 a.m., American dive bombers from Enterprise in Yorktown arrived at 20,000 feet. The sky above the Japanese carriers was empty. Lieutenant Commander Wade McCluskey spotted the Japanese fleet through a gap in the clouds. He pushed over into his dive. 37 planes followed. In 5 terrifying minutes, 3 Japanese carriers were engulfed in flames. Akagi, Kaga, and Sorya burned like torches on the Pacific. The armed and fueled planes on their decks exploded in chain reactions. Ammunition cooked off. Fuel tanks burst. The crews had no chance. The surviving carrier Harrier launched a desperate counterattack. Her dive bombers found Yorktown and hit her with 3 bombs. Yorktown was badly damaged but refused to sink. Her crew fought fires and kept her afloat. For now. Harrier then sent torpedo bombers. 2 torpedoes slammed into Yorktown's port side. This time, she was finished. American scout planes found Harrier that afternoon. Dive bombers from Enterprise attacked. Within minutes, the last Japanese carrier was burning. Yamamoto, aboard his battleship 300 miles away, received the news in stunned silence. 4 carriers lost. The cream of Japanese naval aviation, gone. He ordered a retreat. The most powerful navy in the Pacific was running. The hunters had become the hunted. The next day, a Japanese submarine found the crippled Yorktown still afloat. 2 torpedoes sank her and the destroyer Hammond alongside. Japan lost 4 fleet carriers, a heavy cruiser, 248 aircraft, and 3,057 men. The core of their naval air power was destroyed in a single day. The United States lost 1 carrier, 1 destroyer, 150 aircraft, and 307 men. A devastating blow to Japan at relatively low cost. In a single afternoon, the balance of power in the Pacific shifted permanently. Japan would never launch another major offensive. The United States destroyed all 4 Japanese carriers while losing only 1. Japan lost 3,057 men and its entire carrier striking force in a single day. The cost was enormous. United States lost 307 killed, 1 carrier, 1 destroyer, 150 aircraft. Japan suffered even more. 3,057 killed, 4 carriers, 1 cruiser, 248 aircraft. When the news reached the capitals, the world understood that the war had changed. For the soldiers who survived, this battle would haunt them for the rest of their lives. The commanders on both sides would be judged by history for their decisions here. Military historians would later analyze every move, every decision, every mistake. But for those who were there, no analysis could capture what they went through. Midway was the turning point of the Pacific War. Japan lost its offensive capability permanently and went on the defensive for the rest of the war. The lessons of this battle would influence military strategy for generations to come. Today, memorials stand where the fighting took place. A reminder of what happened here. Books, documentaries, and films have told this story. But nothing compares to the reality. This was the Battle of Midway. The United States destroyed all 4 Japanese carriers while losing only 1. And the world was never the same.